Great news, guys! Sailing away from the boatyard definitely means no more boat projects. Ha! We all know that's not true.
Oh yeah, you can feel the difference. This one's like smooth and slippery, and this one's like nice and grippy. So the problem was that our these are the, I don't even know what to call those, clamps from our main sheet, like these guys right here, and these ones are for our boom bang, but they're made out of metal and they're super grippy. But these ones have worn out, and our main sheet was slipping out and like sliding if we got hit with a gust. So we took it apart and recut the grooves, and hopefully that'll work a lot better.
It's always great to find little activities to keep us busy on long passages. You can read a book, play games, take pictures, or even gaze out at the horizon for hours. But as you might have guessed, we love finding new projects to keep us amused. Our boat came with a little old spinnaker, and until now we never had the right weather to fly it. But during this trip we had perfect spinnaker weather. So after inspecting what we could, it was time to actually let her fly. We had never flown a spinnaker before, so we'll just call this a practice run. Weirdly enough, our boat wasn't set up or rigged for a spinnaker, so before we could practice, we had a few adjustments to make. We removed this boat-looking thing that we had no idea what it was previously used for, and decided to temporarily attach the spinnaker downhaul block there. It works for now, until we repair the deck and rig something more permanent. When the job was done, we were ready to let our spinnaker fly. Rookie lesson number 1. Let go, or hold on. But don't try both.
So, what you got there?
Full of ice. Because we were putting the spinnaker up and we failed that first time and that completely burned my hands. But since we're cursed with that never give up, never surrender spirit, we shook it off and tried again. We barely had time to trim the spinnaker before we were joined by an entourage of new friends. It was actually the first time we saw dolphins on the bow during the day. It was awesome. Yeah, I just did. See? There's a hole. Turns out our spinnaker was nowhere near perfect. But there is a solution to every problem, so we took her down, got out the sewing machine, and restitched all the problem areas so that next time, she'll be good as new. It took us 3 days to sail from Fort Pierce, Florida to Charleston, South Carolina. And we couldn't wait to drop the hook and explore the city. But first, we had a 7-mile sail through the inlet and up the Ashley River. And rookie lesson number 2. Secure a winch handle securely, so you don't lose them overboard again.
We just lost our main halyard winch handle, so we can't really touch the main right now. We wanted to blow out the reef, but that's what happens when we don't pay attention.
As an alternative, we ran the main halyard back to a cockpit winch, which let us shake the reef out. Oh, and see that marker way back in the distance? Well, as we were preoccupied with our unreefing maneuver, that bell kept ringing louder and louder. And little did we realize, Uma was crabbing pretty fast towards it. That brings me to our rookie lesson number 3. Don't hit things. Were we really about to paint our boat red in the most embarrassing way possible? Well, that's why we love our electric motor so much. Immediate torque with the push of a button. On that note, with the strong tide pushing against us and the wind blowing exactly where we didn't want it to blow, we were making zero progress. So we decided to stop with the zigzags and head back out to sea. We drank a beer, ate some breakfast, and 5 hours later, the wind shifted, the tide turned, and we had a smooth sail back up the inlet. We were tired, sore, and ready for bed.
We've officially made it further into Charleston than we did the first time. It's like we just won the race. There it is.
We know we made some pretty rookie mistakes in the last few days, and we're sure it won't be the last time. Things rarely go perfectly. But if they did, then there would be no opportunities to learn, to practice, and to evolve. And on the positive side, when mistakes do happen, we learn from those failures, get back up, and we make sure that doesn't happen again. Come back next week as we explore Charleston by land and by sea, and sailorize a new winch handle. But until then, cheers!